All right, guys, with the introduction of Earthworks 2.4, which now supports soil compactors, I'm going to do a quick video on showing you how to get a VETA file out of Earthworks and into the VETA software. All right, gang, I'm in the compactor. First thing you're going to want to do before you do any mapping on this machine is make sure that it's actually set up to record the TDS file, which is the VETA file that they need. So I'm going to show you how to get to that through the normal operator UI. So if we go ahead and start, this change has to be done in the tech UI, but I'm going to just show you how to get it from the compaction mapping screen. So you go into compaction mapping. Anytime you see this advanced, it should redirect us to the tech UI here. So give this a second. Now by default this is not turned on, so I just want to reiterate, you want to come in and make sure that writing of a TDS file for VETA is actually enabled, and there is no indication in the operator screen that you're writing the TDS file other than just your mapping. So I had this saved, but by default you'll see this turned off, so it won't be green. So this is already enabled, so we'll go ahead and save this again. But generate VETA files to TDS, right? And these will write them to the EC520. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do a little mapping, and then I'll show you how to get the TDS file off. Alright, gang, so we've done our mapping. I'm going to show you how to actually download the VETA files for use in the office to a thumb drive. So when we've done our mapping, we're going to get into the map or the tech UI or the web interface. We are going to go to File Management under Operation, and we store these .tds files in the recorded points section. So you want to go down to your projects. I'm going to grab my project here and expand it. Westminster test strip. We're going to go to field data. This is where our point files are stored. You see points there, and now we should see TDS files with our point data. These TDS files, there should be one file per measured data set. So I just did a VETA file measured data set, so I'm just going to select that one, check that one, this fast, and at this point we'll go ahead and download it from Earthworks. So it's downloading file. Now I should be able to just get back into settings on the TD520. Internal storage. Explore. I go into downloads and I'll filter by date. I don't like the tile view. And then there's that VETA file I just downloaded at the top because I sorted it by date, so I'll highlight that. We'll do a copy too. Then I have a thumb drive in here that you guys can't see, but it shows up here, general USB. I just select that one and I'm just going to copy it to the root of the USB. And there, now my file is on my thumb drive. I'll show you in a second here how to get that file into VETA software. Thanks. All right, guys, we're back in the office. I got my USB thumb drive plugged into my laptop. This is the landing page when you launch the VETA software. This is free software that you can get at intelligentconstruction.com. The latest version is 6.0. You can see here in the top middle.
So the first time you launch it, you won't have any recent projects. We can go ahead and hit new project. Go ahead and give it a project name. Call this Westminster Southeast. Hit save. So that's just saving your project name, and obviously there's no data associated with it yet. So it tells you that. So go ahead and hit the add data button. You'll see this add data files at the top, but you also see some MOBA imports, TopCon, Trimble locally. This Trimble importer is for the legacy CCS 900 system. So if you are using Earthworks, this download from Trimble will not work, at least in VETA 6.0. So the only way to get Earthworks in currently is to add data files manually and hit that, and then you can browse out to your thumb drive. So we'll grab our TDS file that I took off the machine. I'll hit open. This will launch a menu to select coordinate system. You can do an other or select a published coordinate system. Normally, I just leave this at other. It reads the coordinate system in the TDS. Set your units. I use meters, so I'm going to hit add files. It says it was a success here. I'll hit OK. And sometimes the map doesn't scale or zoom extents. So you'll notice a little control panel over here to the right. There's this square extent of data that I typically hit the first time so I can see my data. So there's my brief passes that I did on the machine. As you can see, this little control panel to the right, there's pass count. I can change this to speed, or the third option would be CMV if I had a vibe sensor, but I just leave it at pass count and then I can analyze the data here. So I'm not going to go over some of the stuff that's in VETA. This is just how to get the data in. So I hope this was helpful.